jacket and gave me nothing.
I got bad news for you.
Yeah.
The one person that might not back you up right now in this story is Bill Clinton, because I don't know if he's going to want to say a story that he was golfing with Donald Trump either.
He didn't golf that day.
He didn't golf that day.
He did not golf that day.
So who did you end up golfing with?
With Mr. Clinton.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Bill and I went out and played. Don showed up in the middle of the round, and we went into the clubhouse, and he gave Bill a jacket because it was a little chilly.
Wow. He didn't even ask you if you were cold?
No. I had a jacket on.
Oh, you already had a jacket on.
I was good.
I will say, if we can prove that Donald Trump is lying when he says he doesn't know you, this might be the thing that finally brings down his campaign. This might be the thing.
Somebody did send me something today that said Trump said he didn't know me.
He said he didn't know you. I actually have his tweet right here.
Tweet.
There you go. It says, I don't know Samuel L. Jackson to best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him, and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring, not a fan.
Samuel L. Jackson just gave Donald Trump a verbal beating he didn't see coming. The master of tough talk delivered a takedown so strong, even Trump's infamous spray tan couldn't save him. It's clear when a meltdown is louder than the echo of a Trump rally Mick left on too long. So what did Jackson say that's got Trump so worked up? This one's pure gold, folks. Grab your popcorn, because it's about to get unforgettable.
A little kerfuffle that you and Donald Trump are in.
I mean, really, out of all the things that need to be dealt with presidentially, he's worried about me saying that he cheats at golf? Or that he doesn't really know me? Is that what the deal is? Wow, that's awful. Let me see. Let me fix that. Let me find something that might help me with that. Let me see. Can we get this on camera? Would that be a bill from Trump National? I think it is.
Why do you think he's saying?
I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, come on. He has to say whatever he has to say. He has to say. And it's one of those interesting things that he called me one day to play golf, not to play with him, but to play with a friend of his. And I went to play with that friend of his, and that friend of his turned out to be Bill Clinton. So it's like that. So I'm sure he'll lie about that also and say that he never did that. But I'm sure President Clinton can either verify it or ignore it, as he probably should.
Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss this. Samuel L. Jackson has never been one to hold back, and when it comes to Donald Trump, he's on a mission to make sure the truth is as loud as one of his iconic movie speeches. Now, picture the meltdown at Mar-a-Lago when Jackson decided to go full Pulp Fiction on the former president, dropping some hard truths Trump definitely didn't want anyone to hear.
When Donald Trump went on TV and claimed he had the new tallest building in downtown Manhattan. It's also the 7th anniversary of the day he tweeted this. I would like to extend my best wishes to all, even the haters and losers on this special day, September 11th. You gotta hand it to him. He always knows the wrong thing to say.
Samuel L. Jackson just gave Donald Trump a verbal beating he didn't see coming. The master of tough talk delivered a takedown so strong, even Trump's infamous spray tan couldn't save him. It's clear when a meltdown is louder than the echo of a Trump rally Mick left on too long. So what did Jackson say that's got Trump so worked up? This one's pure gold, folks. Grab your popcorn, because it's about to get unforgettable.
Donald Trump proving that even though he is running for president, there is no Twitter feud that is too small for him. So actor Samuel L. Jackson was asked in an interview, who's a better golfer, he or Trump?
Okay, so Jackson responded by saying, I am, for sure. I don't cheat. Trump apparently caught wind of this and did what he normally does when he gets annoyed by somebody, and he took to Twitter. And Trump tweeted here, I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to the best of my knowledge. I haven't played golf with him and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring. Not a fan.
Oh my gosh, later Trump must have remembered tweeting, I don't cheat at golf, but Samuel L. Jackson cheats with his game. He had no choice. Stop doing.
Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss this. Samuel L. Jackson has never been one to hold back, and when it comes to Donald Trump, he's on a mission to make sure the truth is as loud as one of his iconic movie speeches. Now, picture the meltdown at Mar-a-Lago when Jackson decided to go full Pulp Fiction on the former president, dropping some hard truths Trump definitely didn't want anyone to hear.
Trump actually took to Twitter and has responded. So here you go. He says, quote, I don't cheat at golf, but Samuel L. Jackson cheats with his game. He has no choice. And stop doing commercials. Moments later, quote, don't like Samuel L. Jackson's golf swing, not athletic. I've won many club championships. Play him for charity.
Trump has been through a lot. 2 impeachments, countless investigations, and a spray tan so intense it could come with a warning label. But nothing could have prepared him for the fury of a Hollywood legend with zero tolerance for nonsense. Samuel L. Jackson doesn't hold back, and he certainly doesn't sugarcoat things. This man built a career delivering lines sharper than Trump's golf divots. This time, though, the target wasn't some movie villain. It was the guy who somehow turned the presidency into a never-ending Twitter
Do
tantrum.
you feel like you're in a different space now than you were 8 years ago?
I feel I was always me the first time as well. I just feel that people didn't accept me, maybe. They didn't understand.
With Donald Trump.
Maybe some people, they see me as just a wife of the president, but I'm standing on my own 2 feet, independent. I have my own thoughts. I have my own yes and no. I don't always agree what my husband is saying or doing. And that's okay.
Are you able to tell him when you disagree?
I gave him my advice, and sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't.
Trump's reaction was as predictable as an asterisk Sharknado asterisk sequel. First, there's the denial, because of course, nothing negative about Trump is ever true. Then comes the rage, or at least what would have been rage tweets if he still had access to Twitter. Instead, we get the next best thing, a rambling, all-caps press release that sounds like a rejected script for asterisk Veep asterisk. He's furious, whining about Hollywoodites and claiming Samuel L. Jackson is just jealous of his success. Because, naturally, the guy with $1 billion box office record is envious of a man who can't even keep a casino running.
Don, you're a little controversial. You're talking about illegal immigration. I said it's illegal. We have very stupid people in our country.
Next voice, next voice. And then, there's the collateral damage, Melania. The woman who's perfected the art of looking permanently unimpressed now has to face yet another PR nightmare. You could almost picture her taking a deep sigh, adjusting her sunglasses, and pretending she doesn't hear Trump yelling "witch hunt" from across the mansion. Sources, meaning anyone with common sense, suggest Melania's had enough of these endless embarrassments. At this point, she's probably wishing she'd stayed in Slovenia sipping tea rather than becoming the reluctant co-star in America's most chaotic reality show.
Good to be here. Now, your name, look, you shooting something else over there? I'm glad to be here celebrating this moment.
Mr. Jackson, can you talk about your tweet? Are you going to leave the U.S. or are you staying here? I'm just asking. You just tweeted it out. I'm reading your tweet. I'm reading your Twitter.
What does my tweet say?
Your tweet said, "Why y'all so anxious for me to leave? I pay more than you." I won't say that part. Him too. I want to know what you think about it. That's it?
I tweeted that.
Oh, that's it? Nothing else?
Twitter account, just like he has a Twitter account. I used it. Look, everybody keeps saying I said I was leaving. I was doing a Jimmy.
You can bet Trump's inner circle isn't taking this well either. Imagine being the poor staffer tasked with telling him that yet another celebrity is dragging him through the mud. That person definitely deserves a raise. You can just picture them walking into the room, armed with a Diet Coke and their best, "please don't yell at me" face. After all, the last time someone brought him bad news, he probably blamed it on rigged voting machines.
Mr. President, after 3.5 years, do you regret at all the lying you've done to the American people? On
All the what?
everything? All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who has done?
You have done. Tens of thousands.
Go ahead, please.
Jackson's takedown wasn't just brutal, it was spot on. He knows exactly where it hit, and he never misses. Whether it's calling out Trump's shady business dealings, his total lack of self-awareness, or his obsession with name-dropping celebrities who want nothing to do with him, Jackson lays it all out with a level of precision that would make Twitter fact-checkers envious.
My wife Melania gives the exact same speech. And people get on her case. And I don't get it. I don't know why. And it wasn't her fault. Stand up, Melania, come on. She took a lot of abuse. Oh, I'm in trouble when I go home tonight. She didn't know about that.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
Meanwhile, Trump's fans are scrambling to defend him. You got the usual suspects on cable news, practically foaming at the mouth, trying to turn Jackson's comments into some leftist conspiracy. In their world, criticizing Trump isn't just free speech, it's treason. They're desperately trying to paint Jackson as some out-of-touch Hollywood elite, conveniently ignoring the fact that Trump literally lived in a gold-plated tower and once charged people to drink water with his name on it.
Tougher than you expected?
I didn't expect media will be so dishonest and so mean. I didn't expect that. I never had one correct story. From New York Post, 2 days in a row, they put me on the cover with the pictures that I did many, many years ago as a model. I'm very proud I did those pictures. I'm not ashamed of my body. I feel very comfortable with myself and with my body. And they were taken for a European French magazine. And in Europe, we are proud of bodies, no matter what size you are.